Canada. Did you know that there is an island in Canada where cats live more than people? Or that this country is the largest producer of maple syrup in the world? Want to know why immigrating to Canada is better than the United States? Imagine a land where the sun disappears like magic for 6 months of the year. Where polar bears can be seen from the school window. This is Canada, a land of contrasts and wonders. From the heart of modern civilization to the wildest parts of pristine nature. And today, we are going there together, so be sure to like because these 13 amazing facts about Canada may change the way you look at this country forever. In this documentary, we'll share 13 amazing facts about Canada, things that even some Canadians themselves don't know. So buckle up. We're in for an amazing journey. Number 1, Canada is colder than Mars. In 1947, temperatures in a place called Snag in the Yukon dropped to -63 degrees Celsius, colder than the surface temperature of Mars on many days. That means winter in Canada is no joke. But despite the cold, people live with smiles and warmth in their hearts. Number 2, Canada has the most lakes in the world. Over 60% of the world's lakes are in Canada, about 2 million lakes. If you saw one lake every day, it would take you 5,000 years to see them all. Number 3, where the polar bear has a home. The city of Churchill in Manitoba is the polar bear capital of the world. This city even has a polar bear post office, where bear-themed postcards are sent. Number 4, Canada is the second largest country in the world, but it has a small population. Canada is the second largest country in the world, but its population is only about 39 million people, a much lower population density than Europe. This is where nature still reigns. Number 5, Tim Hortons, more than a coffee shop. In Canada, Tim Hortons is more than a coffee shop brand, it's like a holy place for breakfast. More than 5 million cups of coffee are served at Tim Hortons every day. Some even say, if you live in Canada and don't go to Tim Hortons, you're not Canadian at all. Number 6, Canadian wildlife. In the heart of Canada's forests, you'll see scenes that look like they came out of a National Geographic documentary. Canada is home to grizzly bears, polar bears, grey wolves, and giant moose. If you love wildlife and safaris, northern British Columbia or the Yukon are your dream destination. Number 7, Northern Lights. On winter nights in Canada's northern regions, the sky lights up with a dance of green and purple lights. The northern lights in areas like Nunavut or the Northwest Territories are one of the most beautiful natural phenomena in the world, an experience that will take your breath away and you won't forget for the rest of your life. Number 8, poutine, a popular and simple national dish. If you ever thought that national dishes had to be complicated, Canada will prove you wrong. Poutine is Canada's unofficial national dish, a combination of French fries, cream cheese, and brown gravy. It may look simple, but its flavor is unforgettable. Number 9, weird and funny laws. Some Canadian provinces have weird laws. For example, in Saskatchewan, if you wear red suede shoes on Sunday, you might get a weird look. Or in Quebec City, you can't just name your baby, the name has to be approved by the government. Number 10, underground cities. In Montreal, a vast network of corridors, shops, metro stations, and movie theaters has been built underground. This underground city was designed to survive the long winters so that people could get around without having to deal with the cold. Number 11, the second largest country in the world. Canada is the second largest country in the world, but most of its population lives near the US border. This means that a large part of the country is still untouched, with pristine landscapes, countless lakes, and mountains that no one has yet climbed. Number 12, open and accepting immigration system. Canada is one of the countries that sees immigration as part of its growth and development. With a points system and various programs for educational, work and family immigration, Canada is the first destination for many to build a new life. Number 13, freedom, security, and high quality of life. In global indices, Canada is always among the countries with the highest quality of life and security. From free public healthcare to a state-of-the-art education system, this country is one of the best places for families to live. Let's get to what makes living in Canada truly different: the culture, the immigration, the costs, and the opportunity to start over. If you've ever considered living in Canada, now's the time to listen carefully. Because what you hear next could change your path forever. Who immigrates to Canada? You asked a great question, and you think absolutely right: the immigration sector, because it concerns millions of people. Currently, the largest number of immigrants to Canada are from countries such as India, China, the Philippines, Nigeria, Pakistan, and Iran. According to official statistics from the Canadian government, Indian immigrants are at the top, and in recent years alone, more than 120,000 people from this country have entered Canada. Iranians are also one of the active and vibrant communities in cities such as Toronto and Vancouver. What are the living costs for immigrants? Renting a one-bedroom apartment in Toronto or Vancouver will cost you between $1,500 and $2,500 Canadian dollars per month. In smaller cities such as Halifax or Regina, this amount is lower. Bread, food and daily needs. A family of two spends an average of $700 to $1,000 per month on food. Metro transportation. A monthly subway or bus pass in most cities costs between $80 and $120. Light bulb bills, water, electricity, internet between $150 and $300 per month for a typical home. Of course, immigrants can start a simpler life by managing their expenses better and gradually improve their standard of living. What is the future of immigrants in Canada? Unlike many immigrant-receiving countries that only offer work and no residency, Canada is a gateway to permanent residency, citizenship, and even citizenship. Most immigrants can obtain permanent residency in the first 3 to 5 years, and after 3 years of residence, they can apply for a Canadian passport. Free education and healthcare, high social security, and government support for immigrants guarantee a stable and secure future for them. Job opportunities in Canada. Canada has a labor shortage, especially in sectors like woman medical symbol healthcare, doctors, nurses, paramedics. Man laptop computer IT and technology, programmers, system administrators, data analysts. Adult factory technical jobs, electricians, mechanics, building technicians. Woman school education and social services. Construction worker construction and transportation. The job market is hot for people with certain skills, and in many cases, immigrants receive job offers even before they arrive. Canada is not just a country with unique nature, it is also home to one of the richest cultural diversity in the world. The province of Quebec is the heart of French-Canadian culture. People here speak French, have French-language schools, and their food culture is strongly European. Festivals like Carnival de Quebec are one of the largest winter events in the world. Canada's Indigenous peoples, First Nations. Before Europeans arrived, Indigenous peoples like the Inuit, Métis, and First Nations tribes lived on this land for centuries. Today, their traditional ceremonies like powwows, ritual dances, and unique crafts are part of Canada's identity. The government also works to preserve and support these cultures. Immigrants from all over the world. Walking in Toronto or Vancouver, it's like traveling from one continent to another. Chinese, Indian, Persian, African, and even Polish neighborhoods are full of color, food, sounds, and a sense of life. In Canada, these differences are not only tolerated but celebrated. Canadian politeness. Canadian culture has one thing in common that is seen across all people: respect. Canadians are known for their politeness, social participation, and respect for the rights of others. Compliments and frequent excuses aren't just clichés, they're part of the way of life. Is Canada better or America? This is one of the most common questions that plagues the minds of many immigrants. Between the two giants of the Western world, which country is the better choice? Canada or the United States of America? On the one hand, America, with its huge economy, large companies, and endless job opportunities, is a symbol of progress and rapid growth for many. Cities like New York or Los Angeles have a dynamism and excitement that may not be found anywhere else. But this speed and competition also brings a lot of pressure. The path to obtaining permanent residency in the United States is more complicated and difficult, and in many cases, it takes years. In contrast, Canada is more known as a calm, safe, and immigrant-friendly country. Immigration laws are more transparent, obtaining permanent residency is faster, and the quality of life for families is higher, especially in the field of healthcare and education. In Canada, the healthcare system is universal and basic health insurance is available to everyone. The government supports immigrants to integrate more easily into society and the job market. If you are looking for a balanced life, social security, and a welcoming society, Canada is a good choice. But if economic ambition and business opportunities are your priority and you are not afraid of challenge and competition, the United States can also be a strong choice. Ultimately, it all depends on you, your desired lifestyle, your professional goals, and your tolerance for pressure and competition. Nature and attractions of Canada. But what really sets Canada apart from the rest of the world is its unparalleled nature. A vast land, full of breathtaking landscapes. From the towering Rocky Mountains to the crystal-clear blue lakes of Alberta, from the rainforests of British Columbia to the Atlantic coast of Nova Scotia, and from the northern lights in the Yukon to the polar bears in Windsor, Canada is like a fantasy world that has become reality. Here you can ski in one day, see a frozen lake, and sleep under the aurora at night. Banff National Park, Jasper Park, Niagara Falls, the Thousand Islands, the Bay of Fundy with the highest tides in the world. All in all, just a corner of the endless beauty of this land widespread. Canada is not just a country to live in, it is a place to experience, feel, and breathe with nature. And perhaps that is the real reason so many people fall in love with it. Now that you've explored the wonderful world of Canada, tell me, which part attracted you the most? Do you see yourself one day on the streets of Montreal or in the heart of Banff? Let me know in the comments, because I really do read and respond. If you enjoyed this trip, don't forget to like, and be sure to subscribe for our next trip. The next adventures are just beginning.